Honorable Gladys Boss, you will get your point. And earlier on you said that it's not a tax. And it's a contribution, you said.
Yes.
But a contribution, you agree with me, which is still a deduction and affects pay slips of employees.
Okay, let's just allow me to just set the basis for this issue of why the housing levy is actually in the interest of the hustlers who voted for us and the people who voted for him. Let's give a case example. This was from a study. Mukuru kwa Njenga, kwa Ruben and Viwandani. It sits on 689 acres. It has 100,000 households. It has a population of about 400,000 people.
Okay.
That means its people are sitting on top of each other, literally. In that place, in this area, Mukuru, 95% of the dwellers there rent their tenants. And they, in these iron sheet shacks that they live in, and matope shacks, their rent per dwelling unit is 2,500 a month for the shack. So if you think of the rent collected in that area of Mukuru, it's 230 million shillings every month that's collected in rent. Yeah, and this translates to 2.8 billion per annum in rent. So, but the worst part also is that not only do they pay so much rent for a place that they don't whatever, look, they have to pay, they pay 172% more for water than I pay. Because remember, they sell them in jugs, jerry cans, and it means they charge more. So I don't pay this, they don't pay the same rate at me. They pay 172 more. Then every day they pay to use the toilet. He doesn't pay to use the toilet where he lives. They pay electricity, they pay about between 45% more and 142% more. So is it really moral for me as a leader to oppose ensuring that these people who not only live in the worst squalid conditions, but also that they are our citizens? Is it wrong for us to have a responsibility to contribute towards, not money that I'm giving, it's not a tax, because tax goes one way, it never comes back.
But it's still a deduction.
Yes, it's a deduction. Okay. But it doesn't go one way like tax. So that these people in Mukuru kwa Njenga can have a decent living. Because it is us leaders, they're the ones who vote for us. Today he owns a house, he drives a car, he has a comfortable office, and he can use a bathroom anytime without having to pay for it. So yes, I think we also must think about the morality of it. So when you tell me that this housing plan is not going to help the hustler who voted for us, it is indeed directed at helping the hustler. Yes, I might feel a little pinch now, but yes, that is how life is. Okay.
Honorable Shollei, then let's come to the money aspect. Yeah. And you agreed it's a deduction.
It's deducted. Okay. It's a saving.
Okay. But
it's just, okay, look at, don't you pay NSSF?
Yes, I do.
NSSF is a deduction and it's a saving. And NHIF. Hey. Don't you pay that? Because that's the law.
Which raises...
And the reason why a responsible country will say we don't want old age poverty, which we have now. That's why people contribute to NSSF. And NHIF, we want everyone to be able to get affordable health care. It has not worked because the amount we were contributing is the same 200 shillings since independence. So we have not been reviewing it according to current economic status.
Okay.
So I just want to speak strongly about this because, again, it's being made as if the finance bill is supposed to torture Kenyans and not help them, and that we're not listening to Kenyans. Kenya Kwanza government is listening to the voice of Kenyans. And me, as I vote yes for this finance bill, I am listening to the voice of Kenyans. Yesterday we were in Narok County.
Narok West.
Yeah. And people stood up and said, tumechoka kuishi kwa manyumba ya matope. Tuwezi ishi Manyata throughout. Letea sisi your affordable housing. Sisi to do it. And if you look at a place like where we were, the land is so vast. People are very sparsely populated. So you can never give them water. You can never give them electricity because they are scattered all over. It's too expensive. But if you do an affordable housing compound where you put them in that place and then you're able to have them do their farming activities, it means they can provide schools, you can provide housing, decent housing, and that is what, so we are listening to the voice of the people. Everywhere you go, every single day, if you look at my phone, every single WhatsApp group is to raise money for healthcare, to raise money for schools, for kids to go to school. So Kenyans are crying for better hospitals, better schools, better houses, better roads. So when people ask for this, we are listening to them by developing a finance bill that can finance all these items that they're asking for. So we are not, our communication as leaders to the ordinary mwananchi, we are not telling them the correlation between these taxes being paid and the services that they get. Yes. The correlation must always be done.
Okay, thank you.